Okay guys, in keeping with the holiday theme, I thought we could do one more thing for Food Giant. Just one more. This is something that everybody is going to do. So everybody's going to do the same thing. What we're going to do is we're going to make snowflakes. Yeah, I know. How awesome would that be to see snowflakes all throughout the whole store? And since there's like 800 students here, there's going to be like 800 snowflakes just all over the whole place. I think that's going to be awesome. So the first thing we're going to need, of course, is a piece of paper, and it's important for this paper to be perfectly square, the exact same size on all sides. Okay, the exact same size on all sides. And it was really easy. I just got an 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper and cut one side down so it'll be 8.5, just like the other side is 8.5. So there you go, square sheet of paper. Next we will need a pencil, and of course you know what this is for. It's for writing your name on your paper. But since we're making snowflakes, it's a good chance that you might actually cut your name out while you're making the snowflake. So this would be the one and only time where I would want you to write your name last after you finish making your snowflake. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started with the snowflake. Oh, and of course you need scissors. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the snowflake. The important thing to know about this is the folding. So please pay very close attention to how I fold the paper. Now we've talked about hamburger, we talked about hot dog. We're going to fold this taco style. That's right, we're going to grab the ends, the points, and we're going to bring them together. Make sure they're even, and we're going to actually create a taco. How about that? Fold it down. Notice I'm keeping my hand on the point to make sure they stay together, and then pressing down with the other hand, going all the way from one point to the other point. That's a good way to do it. And once you got it, you can go ahead and crease it really good. All right. Next, we're going to take these two outer points and you're going to bring them in and touch, just like we did with the other corners. Make sure they're even. Hold it down with that hand. I like to put my finger in there and kind of stretch it out a little bit. And then now I use my other hand to press that all the way down like that. That gives us another taco looking shape, you know. All right, now we're gonna have to do this one more time. You're going to grab the outer edges just like we did before, and you're going to bring them to touch. Make sure all of them are even. Make sure they're all very, very even and they match up. Then you hold it tight because it's going to want to move on you. Put my finger in there again and fold it all the way to the edge. All right, now you're going to have a really small triangle, and this is the shape that you need to make the snowflake. So now comes in, we bring in the scissors. Now scissors, when you're cutting this thing, there's really no rule to it. There's really no perfect way to cut. In fact, no two snowflakes are ever going to be exactly alike. I don't care how much you try. It's always going to be something that's a little bit different in your snowflakes. Now I'm just going to cut a small little pattern here. Cut that part out. Oh, I guess I do have to tell you, this part right here is really easy. You can cut anything, anywhere on that whole part. You can even cut that whole side out. I can do that wavy line. I could have went wavy line all the way across. But this side, see that fold right there? You don't want to cut that completely out, or you're going to end up cutting your snowflake in half. This side right here, see those folds? It's three of them. You don't want to cut this whole side out. If you do, you're going to end up cutting your snowflake in half. Now you can cut part of it. I can cut part of this side out. But notice that I left this right here and this right here intact. That way you know your snowflake won't be in pieces. Okay? So I'm going to cut a few little notches out on this side. I can cut on that side. That's the fold side I was just warning you about. You can cut on that side. You just have to be careful not to cut it completely. Oh, ooh, that was close. See that little part that I left right there? That was close. I almost didn't leave it. It would have been in pieces. I think I'm going to put another little part right here. A little triangle cut right there. And yeah, let's see what we got. So let's open it up and see what we got. Oh, 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 look at that. Look at that. How cool is that? The sides that I didn't want you to cut would have been right here. You would have cut that completely out. And this is another side you would have cut. You would have cut that completely out. So I'm glad I left some space right there, right there, and right there. And I'm glad I left some space right there and right there, or I wouldn't have had a snowflake. It would have been in like 4 different pieces or something like that. But we're done. I kind of flattened it out a little bit, you know. And that's pretty much it, guys. Now here's the thing. I want to show you this. See all of this stuff that's left? Let's not have this on the floor. Let's make sure we gather it up, and we're going to clean it up and throw it in the trash. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're not going to have these pieces on the floor, because I tell you, we will have a mess on our hands. One thing I did forget was, once you finish, go ahead and find a spot to put your name somewhere on here. I can put mine right here, it'll be fine. Mr. P. And there we go. Now you have your name on your snowflake. Anyway, that's what we're going to do today, and I hope you guys go and have fun.